Welcome to Master Mathematics Minutes. Today's topic is about cube roots, and we'll cover a couple examples on how to calculate cube roots. And we will conclude the topic with a summary. And finally, be kind and subscribe for more videos. So, what are cube roots? Recall that cube numbers are numbers multiplied by itself and then multiplied by itself again. Consider the following examples. We have 1 cube as being 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1, and that is equals to 1. And 2 cube is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, and that gives us 8. And finally, we have 7 cube as 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7, and that is 343. So, cube roots are opposite of cubes. It allows us to move from the right-hand side back to left-hand side to obtain the original number. Let's consider the following examples. We have the cube root of 1, which is this number here, and that's equals to the cube root of 1 to the power 3, which is this number. And that gives us 1, which is the original number 1. And secondly, we have the cube root of 8, which is this number here. And that is equals to the cube root of 2 to the power 3, which is this number here. And that gives us 2, which is the original number 2. And finally, we have the cube root of 343, and that is equals to the cube root of 7 to the power 3, which is this number here, and that is equals to 7, which is the original number 7. In the first example, we're asked to calculate the cube root of 125. So we have the cube root of 125 as equals to the cube root, and we can rewrite 125 as 5 cube, because 5 cube is equals to 125. And so the cube root and cube cancels, and we have the original number 5. In the second example, we're asked to calculate the cube root of 729. So we have cube root of 729 as being equals to the cube root, and we can rewrite 729 as 9 cube, because 9 cube equals 729. And so the cube root and cube cancels, and we have the original number 9. In the third example, we're asked to calculate the cube root of 1000. So the cube root of 1000 is equals to the cube root of 10 cube. So we can rewrite 1000 as being 10 cube. And so the cube root and cube cancels out, and we have the number 10. In the fourth example, we're asked to calculate the cube root of 4913. So we have the cube root of 4913 as being equals to the cube root, and we can rewrite 4913 as 17 cube, because 17 cube equals 4913. And so the cube root and cube cancels, and we have the number 17. To summarize, recall that cube numbers are numbers multiplied by itself and then multiplied by itself again. So we have 1 cube as being 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1, and that is equals to 1. And 2 cube is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, and that is equals to 8. And 7 cube is 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7, and that is equals to 343. And so cube roots are the opposite of cubes. It allows us to move from the right-hand side back to left-hand side to obtain the original number. So, with the cube root of 1 being this number here, as being equals to the cube root of 1 cube, which is this number here, and that is equals to 1, which is the original number 1. And similarly, we have the cube root of 8 as equals to the cube root of 2 to the power 3, and that is equals to 2. And finally, the cube root of 343 is equals to the cube root of 7 cube, and that is equals to 7. Thank you very much for watching. This is Master Mathematics Minutes.